Attorney here in McLean County. At this point, I don't know specifically. I have not heard her comments. I don't know specifically what she was referring to as far as the justice system and being upset with it. There were several matters proceeding, including continuing visitation issues, and there were several criminal actions that had been filed against Michael Connolly by my office. I think at this point we need to focus on expressing our compassion to this family, making sure that they understand that they have our full support. Without having more information on specifics of what she was referring to, I'm going to save that question, the answer to that question, to a later date until I have some specifics about what her question was, what her concerns were about the justice system.
Can you tell us when she filed her first order of protection? Can you tell us when she filed her first order of protection?
I can't give you specific details. Jane, do you have any information on that? 2006, first.
How many were after that?
Single order, a single order of protection.
Does that mean it was renewed over a period of time?
Yes.
Yeah,
Do you know how many times?
I do not know how many times.
Thank you.
We understand also that she had tried to cancel the visitation for Mr. Connolly, given the patterns that he had and was unsuccessful in being granted that.
That would be a separate matter from what we're referring to here, and I would ask you to refer to Amy on that, and at a future time when I have more information about what her concerns were, whether they are on the order of protection or visitation, I'd be happy to respond to that question.
But there were several criminal actions filed against him on behalf of your office. What was the holdup in getting him behind bars or in some sort of custody?
There was a resolution on one of the misdemeanor violations. There were 4 total misdemeanor violations filed by my office, one after another.
How frustrating is it for you to stand there and knowing that this time perhaps the system was too late?
I'm not, again, I want to focus attention on this family, Amy Lichtenberg, making sure that she understands that we are all here for her. We have been here for her. I'm not going to get into the specifics on trying to respond to questions that I don't know the entire facts on as far as what her concerns are with the justice system.
Sheriff Emery, I spoke to Amy on Friday, and she talked about what a great job she thought your office was doing. Maybe you could talk a little bit about, because you had said very little about this outside of the one news conference. Talk a little bit about how this has enveloped your department over the last 3 weeks, and what kind of manpower has gone into that sort of thing.
The composition of the task force that we put together consisted of federal agencies, state and local county agencies, to approximately 20 to 25 members on varying days of the week. I know that the task force members worked long hours, sometimes 18 to 20 days. And it didn't matter what time of night a lead came in, there were always members in the command center ready to go wherever that lead took them. That's the dedication and the passion that our members on the task force possessed for this case, because we knew that we were all working for the goal of bringing Jack and Duncan home to their mom. We went pretty much 7 days a week, making contacts, discussing issues with Team Adam, working with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children, federal agencies outside of Illinois would receive a call on something that we needed verified here, and they were more than willing to dispatch their agents to check on our lead and report immediately back to us. The technology and the resources that are available these days are overwhelming, and we did deploy we did deploy a great deal of that technology in this case.
Sheriff Emery, the Amber Alert was initially, as I understand, turned down by state police until they had more information. Why do you think why might it have taken so long for the information to be produced to get that Amber Alert issue, given the fact the mother obviously thought from the very beginning that something was terribly wrong?
There's criteria that has to be met to get an Amber Alert issued. The first attempt lacked the requirements of the criteria. After pulling case reports from past instances of dispute between Amy, we were able to gather enough information that would meet the criteria, and it dealt with the mental state of Michael. And at 8 p.m. on Monday, March 9th, that Amber Alert was sent back down to Springfield Communications Center, and we were notified at 8:15 that the Amber Alert was successful and activated at that time.
Anything in hindsight could have been done better, either at the local level or the state level, to speed up the process?
Well, I'm not going to criticize the speed of this investigation. This was an investigation unlike others. Our main focus was to bring Jack and Duncan home and follow what protocols we have that would ensure that the case was being investigated accurately, properly, and expeditiously.
To try to clarify a couple things on the post-mortem phase of this investigation, Coroner Copeland from Putnam County made a statement today, but the earlier statement said that the bodies had been transferred to McLean County Coroner. Can someone clarify both which county has jurisdiction over these deaths, and also when we might expect to hear further information on the results of autopsies?
Jurisdiction does lie with Putnam County. McLean County is assisting us, and any supplies, anything that I need, Beth has been really great about giving me anything that I asked for, and this is where I decided to have the autopsy performed back in their home area. Okay.
Is there a family representative here, a spokesperson here that would mind sharing a few comments?
I was just getting ready to announce Brandy Tully here would like to read a statement on behalf of Amy and her family.
My name's Brandy, Brandi, Tuley, Tuley. Amy's a mother who just lost her babies. She is unable to speak at this time, so I am going to speak her words for her. My heart is broken. There are no words to express my pain. No parent should ever have to bury their babies. Duncan and Jack, Mommy loves you to heaven and back. I feel the judicial system failed me. I pray that the courts listen to warnings from parents like me with my concerns. Thank you, everyone, for your prayers and your support. The family respectfully requests that we have our privacy as we cope with this horrible tragedy. Please keep the family and friends in your prayers.